This show is sponsored in part by Flat Fee Tax Prep and Services, offering quality tax preparation, serving clients nationwide. For more information, visit www.flatfeecreditandtax.com. And don't forget to mention Stunner Radio sent you. Hey, everyone. It is the first of the year. Happy New Year to everyone. I am so excited to be with you tonight. Thank you so much for hanging in with us and, ringing in the new year. So this is the first show of 2022 for Lisa Denae Live. I'm coming to you at a special time. I'm really excited about tonight's show because, as you can see, I got on my party hat. I got on my red. I am feeling it, okay? I am coming back from COVID, you guys. I mean, COVID was terrible, okay? It was horrendous. I'm coming back from it. I'm not 100%. I still have this persistent cough, but we're going to get through tonight. Now, listen, I live in Houston, Texas, and I live in Spring Branch, Texas. And if you know anything about that, you know that my neighbors believe in getting it in. It's a siesta. It's a fiesta. So if you hear some pop, bang, boom, no worries. It's just the fireworks and my neighbors getting their party on, okay? So hello to everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in with me tonight on Lisa Denae Live. Tonight we're going to be talking about manifesting your New Year goals. Okay, so I know manifesting has become somewhat cliche. Everybody's talking about manifest this, manifest that, manifestation. But let's break it down and let's really talk about it in real life terms. Manifesting means just taking something that is not real and making it real. It's nothing new. It's something that most of us have already been doing. So if you are tuned in tonight, or if you are watching the replay on YouTube or catching it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or iHeartRadio, drop me some words in the comments. Let me know where you're listening from. Let me know your name, who you are, what you want to manifest for 2022. So happy New Year here in the United States of America. It is a new year and we are celebrating and we're excited about what we have in store for 2022. 2020 and 2021 were really traumatic for most of us. And I mean, when I tell you, we all have gone through some things in 2020 and 2021. And, I am just hoping that 2022 will be the best year of your life. So let's get into it. Manifesting your goals in the new year. So for me, let's start at the top. Let's start at the beginning. Let's start where we all need to start, and that is you need to know what you want. What do you want specifically? It's one thing to say, I want to be happy. In the new year, I want to be happy. That's too broad. I need you to say what you want specifically. I want to be happy with my life. I want to be doing something that I enjoy. I want to be in a happy, healthy relationship. I want my body, mind, and soul to be healthy, happy. I want to be productive. Let's get specific with these goals in 2022, you guys. So my first tip for manifesting your New Year goals is know what you want specifically. And why. Sometimes we know exactly what we don't want, and we tend to focus on that. We focus on, I don't want this, I don't want that, but I'm going to encourage you today to focus on what it is that you do want so that we can bring that into existence, so we can manifest that into our lives in 2022. So know what you want specifically and why. Okay, that's our first tip for manifesting your goals in the new year. Next, this is a really good one, and I hope that you really take this on. Incorporate your goals into your daily routine. So a lot of us already know the manifestation tip of putting your goals into your passwords, but I want to take it a little step further with you. Not just put it in your password, but also write it in your journal, a journal entry every single day. You should be incorporating your goals into your everyday life. So if your goal is to be healthy, not only are you going to eat healthy, you're going to think healthy thoughts, you're going to act like a healthy person. Even if you're not feeling well, you're going to get into the habit of not acknowledging so much of your bad feelings. You're going to act healthy, think healthy, put healthy living into your everyday goals, incorporate it in everything that you do. Incorporate it into your daily routine. So when you are brushing your teeth, you're thinking about being healthy. Whatever it is that your goal is, you want to incorporate that into your everyday life. So many times we're endeavoring to do something and we feel like at some point in my life this is going to happen, that's going to happen, I'm going to do this when I have that, I'm going to get that when I have this. But I need you to think about it every single day. Incorporate your goals into your everyday routine, your daily routine. Think about your goals. If your goal is to land an acting role in your everyday routine, I want you to think about that role and I want you to dress the part sometimes, do whatever it is to keep that in the forefront of your daily routine, not just when you're going for an audition, not just when you're up for a role, but every single day. Think about your goal and incorporate that into your everyday, day-to-day routine. So my next tip is something that I'm sure we all know, because we know that once you write something down, it starts to get into your head. It gets into your memory and your mindset, and you think about it more. Write it down. Make it plain when you're writing it down. Write it down, baby. Think about it and write it down. That is a big one for me because I like to write. I do a lot of writing. And so I write down my goals. And I want to encourage you to do the same. Write it down. Write it down. It's simple. It's easy. It's something you could do every day. Write down your goals. I think that one of the biggest blunders that we make when we're making goals is we don't really know what we want. Like I said in the first tip, know what you want. And then we're not specific enough. And then we don't dwell on it as much as we should. So before I move any further, I want to get a little more deep and in depth with the first tip, which is said, know what you want specifically. So here's the thing. Do you know what you want? Are you sure about what you want? And do you know why? Because one thing I failed to mention at the beginning is wanting the right thing for the wrong reason can clearly hold up that thing. So think about the fact that if you want a new car, why? Do you want a new car because somebody else got a new car? Do you want a new car because you need a new car? Do you want a new car is because you just, it's something that you want to do to reward yourself? Wanting to be a homeowner, know why? Do you want to be a homeowner because it's trendy and that's what they're saying on social media you need to do? Or do you really want the responsibility of being a homeowner? Do you want to take the steps it takes? Do you want to be responsible for that type of major purchase? And do you want to embrace the ownership of it? So that's why knowing the why is important. Not just knowing the what, but knowing the why. Why is it that you want it? And when you think about healthy living, healthy lifestyles, losing weight, some people want to lose weight for the wrong reasons. Now, I know you're probably saying there's no wrong reason to lose weight. Well, yeah, it is, because sometimes it can get unhealthy. When you've reached the weight that is healthy for your height and your body type, and you're still insistent upon losing more weight, you want to be thinner and thinner and thinner. You got to understand, why is it that I want this? What's going on with me? Like, why do I want to be so thin or even gaining weight? You have to know why it is that you want what you want. And so knowing the why is very big. Now, at this point, we're on writing it down. Again, I know that sounds cliche. Write it down. Who don't write down their goals? But I want you to write it down specifically, because sometimes when you think you want something, you really put a lot of thought into it. When you write it down, it's right there in black and white. It's in your face. So you're looking at it and you realize, I don't know about you, but I've literally done this before and realized that's not exactly what I want. When I wrote it down, I saw how clear it was and I realized, no, I really don't want that. So I feel like writing it down makes it more real for you. It makes it plain. Do you really want that thing? Is that really what you want? Write it down. It helps. So my next tip for manifesting your goal is envision yourself with it already. Just envision that you already have it. Now, I'm going to tell you why this is important. Because sometimes you want something, and if you've never had that thing, or if you've never experienced it, you don't really know what it's like to have it. When you envision yourself with it, again, you might realize, I don't think that's what I want. I mean, it looked good at the time, but when you envision the fact, I'm going to give you an example. If you say, I want to be famous, I want to be famous. Okay, envision that for a moment. Envision the fact that every time you leave your house, there's somebody who knows you are every step of the way. Oh, that's so-and-so. Oh, there she is. There he is. There. Now, when you envision that and really own that and feel that, you might decide, oh, I don't want that. I don't want that. I can't go nowhere without somebody knowing who I am. I can't go nowhere without somebody stopping me, trying to talk to me, take a selfie with me. That might sound glamorous, but really envision that. Envision that. And my next thing is embrace all the feels. You might wonder what I mean by that. I mean, embrace all the feelings that come along with having that thing. Now, this is a good thing because you ever been in a situation where you get butterflies when you're around somebody, or when you're in a certain spot, or when you're doing something you love, you get these butterflies, your stomach flutters. Embrace that feeling. Embrace that even before you get it. Embrace that mister coming into your life, and those weekly date nights, and how it feels to be swept off your feet. Embrace the feels, because once you feel it, you can really feel it. You know what I mean? And embrace it and bring it into your life. If you don't really embrace the feels, you may be pushing these things away from you. Embracing the feels will bring it into your stratosphere, into your proximity. It will bring it into your area, baby. You will draw it in when you embrace the feels. I love to think about my ultimate dream date. I'm the type of person who loves to go out. I love to date. I love to be sociable. I like a good dinner date. We can sit and talk and look at each other and talk to each other and eat and taste each other's food. I mean, it's a fun thing for me. So when you're thinking about your boo thing, your soulmate, your dream boat, your king or queen, embrace the feels. What does that feel like? What does it feel like when that mister is looking at you and he's telling you how cute you look, and he's being so sweet and nice and just treating you like a queen? Think about that and feel it every single day as you're moving toward drawing that and attracting that person into your life. Now, for one, it just feels good. It just feels good to embrace those feels. I'm embracing it right now and it feels great. You want that energy. You want that good energy of embracing the feels of your Mr. Right or your Miss Right or your Mrs., your king or your queen. It feels great. And if you have to imagine that, go ahead, imagine it. But feel the feeling, embrace the feels, bring it into your world, allow your emotions to rise, allow your emotions to rise up, and think about that love, that pleasure of just that person walking in the room and they make you feel some type of way. Embrace that feeling. I am so into this step right here. This is the step for me. And it's not just about a significant other. I embrace the feels of money. You know how it feels when you got a nice lump sum of money in your account and it's just sitting there, hey, waving at you. Baby, that feels good. Okay, that feels good. Think about that all day. Embrace the feels. Embrace how it feels to have those things. Sometimes during the day when I'm thinking of my goals and I'm working on manifesting the things I want and I embrace the feels, I get butterflies. I actually cause myself to have butterflies because I'm thinking about this thing that I want. I'm embracing the feels of seven figures in my account, and it feels amazing. When I think about it, it's like, oh, yes, I'm loving this. I'm loving how it feels to look at my account and see all them zeros, because the zeros represent the possibilities and the options and all the wonderful things that I can do with my money. So embrace that, embrace the feels, think about it. Because one thing I learned about manifesting, we're doing it most of the time without even knowing that we're doing it. Sometimes you can be so used to bad news and bad things that you feel bad when you don't even have a reason to feel bad. You embracing the feels and you're not even knowing it. So you're feeling something that you're not even really aware that you're feeling. So I hope this is helping you. I hope that you're embracing the feels and you're thinking about it. We're going to take a really, really short break, and we're going to come back with some more tips on manifesting your New Year goals. You guys don't go anywhere. It's Lisa Denae Live. We'll be right back. I hate you, but I love you at the same damn time. Hey, it's your girl Lisa Denae, and you're listening to my single Love Hate, available now on all music platforms. Those nights you stray, the words you say, I just can't make up my mind. Sometimes I think I hate you, but I love you the same damn time. All right, guys, thank you so much. Yes, that was my single Love Hate that you were listening to there. It is available on all music platforms. So as we move along into manifesting your New Year goals, this is one of my favorite ones. Create a roadmap, a plan. Excuse me. I'm still kind of recovering from COVID-19. And for some reason, I can't get over this persistent cough that I have. So anyway, create a plan, you guys, aka a roadmap. So when you're trying to go somewhere, you're trying to get somewhere, and you turn on your GPS, if you don't have a map or roadmap or a plan, you don't have directions guiding you from point A to point B, chances are you will not get there. So you need to create a plan. So let's talk about some common goals. We know that a lot of common goals is multiple streams of income. So think about, what is that? What is income? What are the multiple streams of income that I want? If you don't have a plan on how you're going to secure these streams of income, it's just a pipe dream. It's not a goal. It's just a dream. You're just talking. You have to come up with a plan. You know what makes money and what doesn't make money. You know what income is you know what income is not. So credit is not income. So just because you may secure more credit cards or run lines of credit, you have to understand what you are actually manifesting into your life is debt, not income. So when you are thinking about your goals, you got to be very specific about your goals, but also create a plan or a roadmap on how to reach those goals. A lot of people make that mistake when they want multiple streams of income. They start seeking out more credit, but you're actually getting yourself into more debt and you're not creating more income. I'm hoping that that's making sense for you all, because see, income is money coming in. Credit lines is ultimately money going out. Okay, so even though you may be afforded some credit to make purchases or do things for your business, that's not income. So you want to create a plan, a roadmap on how to gain this income. And I'm just using those multiple streams of income as an example. That's not, everybody's goal, but whatever your goal is, you need to establish some type of roadmap, some type of way of getting those things, sometimes a way of reaching that goal. So you need to know how to get there, how to get where you're going. That's majorly important in reaching your goals. You have to have a plan. You have to have some type of roadmap. So when we think of roadmap or plan in terms of, let me think of another example of a goal, a relationship. A lot of people want a relationship, and we all know that dating or mating in the midst of a pandemic is very difficult. We are all kind of forced online to meet people, to date, to be sociable. We're kind of forced online. So with that being said, you have to create a plan. You gotta have a plan. Your man ain't gonna fall out the sky. Your woman ain't gonna fall out the sky. You have to have a plan or a roadmap. How am I gonna meet someone? How am I going to measure compatibility? How am I gonna assess whether or not this person is for me? We have to have a plan on how we're gonna reach these goals. So that's my next tip. Another tip that I've been very successful at during my life, because I've had a lot of unexpected change in my life, is to embrace change. Don't be afraid of change. Be open to change and be flexible. When you embrace change, you are allowing new to come into your life, new things. Change literally sometimes it's just something new. So embrace that. Don't be afraid of change. Change is good. Don't be afraid of change. Learn to embrace something new and embrace change. So when you do that, you're preparing yourself to receive some of these things that you're trying to manifest. Next, check in with yourself and measure your progress often. If you're not making progress, don't be down on yourself, but be real and be honest with yourself. Be realistic. I mean, if one of your New Year goals is to be a millionaire, and you can't manage $25, you're not going to be able to manage 2,500, 25,000, 25 million. So you have to check in with yourself and figure out, where you are, be realistic, lean into your intuition. I think we all know our strengths and weaknesses, but when we don't check in with ourselves, sometimes our weaknesses get bigger and bigger and bigger. And before we know it, we are just incompetent in certain areas because we were weak in those areas and we failed to strengthen ourselves in those areas. So checking in with yourself on a regular basis is going to be big. And it's a big determiner of whether or not you're going to reach your goals. Check in with yourself, my dear. That is extremely important. So the next thing, which is really, really, really big, guys, this one is huge for a lot of people. You have to know that you're worthy. You have to know that you deserve to have these things that are what you desire. You have to know that you're worthy of reaching these goals. Sometimes you're sabotaging yourself without knowing it because you don't even believe that you're worthy of it. Have you ever been given a gift, or have you ever received unexpected blessings, unexpected money, and immediately felt unworthy? Immediately felt like, my God, why me? Why was I blessed with this? Why do I have this? That's something you need to examine and check that. Try to figure out why you feel that way. Because if you don't know that you are worthy of the things that you want, you can push those things away from you. When God is blessing you, you got to know that you're worthy. You got to know that you're worthy even before you receive those things. If you have goals on your list of multiple streams of income, being financially stable, having all the money that you ever needed or wanted, you got to know that you're worthy of that. You can't feel like everybody deserves to have a blessing but me. Everybody deserves a good man but me. Everybody deserves to be happy but me. Because really what you're doing is manifesting your unhappiness. You got to know that you're worthy, period. You got to know that you are worth it. No matter what anybody says, no matter what you see, this is where your faith kicks in. You got to have the faith to know it, baby, because first of all, ain't nobody going to come to you every day and say you're worthy, you're worthy, you're worthy, you're worthy. No, most of the messages around us are telling that we're not worthy, that we don't deserve it, that we're not special. We are not supposed to have these things. So it's up to you to be intentional about the fact that I deserve this. I'm worthy of this. I'm going to have this. I don't care if my mama didn't have it, daddy didn't have it, sister, brother, uncle, cousin. It doesn't matter because I'm worthy of it. You have to know that. That is so important. And I got to keep it real culturally when it comes to Black people. A lot of times we weren't taught that we was worthy of these things. A lot of times we don't feel entitled to it. We feel like it's for somebody else. We don't know that we're worthy. But I'm here to tell you, And I got to talk to my sisters. Let me just keep it real for a minute. Let me just keep it all the way 100 and talk to my sisters real right quick. Listen, you don't have to struggle. Struggle is not your destiny. Somebody lied to you. Don't worry about what you see, seen, heard, experienced. Struggle is not your destiny. You are worthy of a life without struggle. Hear me and hear me good. You are worthy of an easy time in life. Everything don't have to be hard. Everything don't have to be pulling teeth. You don't have to always have to fight for everything. All my life I had to fight. We're going to leave that in 2021. Know that you are worthy of a life without struggle. I feel that in my soul. Know that you are worthy of a life without heartache, without headache. Do you know there are some people that go through this life with no grief, no trauma? Now, a lot of us, we already across that bridge, okay? We exist in grief. Like the Bible said about Christ, he was a man of sorrow and acquainted with grief. Yeah, we've been there. We know sorrow, we know grief. But I need you to know right now today that you are worthy of a life without sorrow. You are worthy of a life without grief. You are worthy of a life of love and happiness. You're worthy of it. You're worthy of a life without cares. You're worthy of a life where you don't have to fight for everything, every dime, nickel, penny. You don't have to struggle. And your life is not complicated. You're worthy of that. I need you to know that. I'm spending a lot of time on this point because I know personally a lot of us have not been given that lesson in life. We have not been told that we are worthy. We have not been told that it's okay. Sometimes we feel like if we don't work hard for something, we ain't supposed to have it. We feel like we're supposed to work hard to get what we want. But I'm here to tell you, baby, in this modern world, you can get what you want with little or no effort. Yes, it's possible. It's possible to live a six-figure life without working every day. It's possible to live a six-figure life, even seven, working from home in the comfort of your own lair, ladies. Yes, the lady lair. It's possible, but you got to know that you're worthy. You don't have to struggle. That's not your destiny. Don't believe it. Don't accept it. Understand that if you want a life, you can live the life that you want. If you want to work from home, put that thing in the atmosphere. Put it on your list. Manifest that thing. And understand when you are blessed with opportunities and when doors are opening for you, don't feel like, why me? Oh my God, I just don't know. Am I the right person? Did I deserve this? Was this really meant for me? Yeah, expect it. I don't know if you remember the song from the Clarksons, I'm looking for a miracle. I expect the impossible. I see the invisible. Okay. And I feel the invincible. I need you in 2022 to be looking for a miracle, baby. I need you to expect the impossible because the impossible is only impossible because you think it is. Let me say that again. The impossible is only impossible because you believe it's impossible. The possible has been made possible. The impossible has been made possible several times, baby. I've experienced, I've lived it, and I am looking for a miracle. I expect the impossible. Why? Because I'm worthy of it. I'm worthy of it. So don't live your life feeling unworthy because you are worthy of a life without struggle. You're worthy of happiness. You're worthy of having your dreams come true. You're worthy of it. You deserve it. It's for you. I don't care if nobody else you know ever had it. That doesn't stop you from having it. I don't care if you've never seen it in your lifetime. It don't stop it from happening for you. So I need you to, as we move into 2022, know that you're worthy of your goals being met. Know that you're worthy of having everything that you desire. Know that you're worthy of love and happiness. Know that you're worthy. Okay, I hope you got it because I spent a lot of time on that. Talk back to me if you're listening, if you're watching, especially the live stream. I want to be able to acknowledge you. Talk back to me. So let's go further. We all get off track. as we're going on in our life, in our day-to-day situation, especially in a new year, we start strong. We get distracted. We have hindrances. We all get off track, but have a plan already in place to reset quickly. Quickly reset when you get off track. Ain't no shame in it. We all get off track. Excuse me. We all get off track. When we're on our weight loss journey, our exercise plan, or whatever the case may be, baby, you already know the why, the gym, the track, everything finna be booming for the first few weeks of the new year, because that's how it goes. Everybody's like, this is the year I'm getting in shape, baby. You got their workout clothes, they got everything, the gym bag packed and ready. For the first 3 weeks, everybody in there. After that, it kind of falls off, and then it falls off some more, then it falls off. Then it's the regular degglers who've been in there all alone all year, didn't get off track. And then those of us who wasn't really, winning, into winning, who didn't really have a concrete plan, we kind of fall off. Excuse me, and we get off track. So with that being said, there's no shame in it. It's no shame in getting off track. Learn how to quickly reset. Reset quick. Reset quick when you get off track. You have to know when you get off track, don't beat yourself up, just reset. Now, my next tip it's not in my notes, because when I was thinking about my notes, I didn't really think about this. But as I'm thinking about manifesting your goals in a real way, this came to mind for me, because I'm big on environment, and I'm big on who you are around can really dictate who you are. Your circle kind of tells the story of your life, and who you deal with and spend the most time with kind of speaks to what type of person you are. So I think a big thing for the new year when it comes to manifesting your goals is be very, very discriminating in who you spend time with and who's in your circle. Everybody's not for you, and everybody ain't going in the same direction as you are. I remember being a young child, and my grandfather explained to me what it means to be unequally yoked. A lot of people don't even know what that means. They just quote it. Oh, don't be unequally yoked. Some folks think that means don't deal with somebody who don't go to church or don't go to your church. It's not what it means. Unequally yoked literally means going in two different directions. That's what it means. My grandfather told it to me. When they used to have oxen to plow the field, they had a yoke on them, and they had to have the same amount of weight on both. If they didn't, they would go in different directions. That's unequally yoked. So when you are going forward in the new year, you can be unequally yoked with your friends, with your family, with your significant other. This will deter you from reaching your goals. You can't be with people unequally yoked. If you know me in real life, you know me personally, I am big on compatibility. When something ain't going right with someone, I just be, chalk it up to we're not compatible. Basically, we're not equally yoked. That's a big deal, people. I'm trying to tell you, when you get around people, you cannot underestimate their energy. You can be around a person you're unequally yoked with. They're unmotivated. They lack drive. They lack vision. They lack desire. And before you know it, you lack drive. You lack vision. You lack desire. And you're thinking, man, I used to be so organized. I used to be so on top of my game. I used to handle my business. All you got to do is look around you. The people that are around you, are they on top of their game? Do they handle their business? Or do you find yourself always getting them back on track? You have to change your circle. It's so important in 2022. Don't worry about popularity. Don't worry about offending nobody, because what's important to you? It should be reaching your goals. It should be being where you want to be this time next year. You want to look up and say, wow, I'm exactly where I want to be. I'm doing exactly what I want to do. Everything around me is by my design, and this is what I wanted. If that's what you want, you got to really be specific about the people that are around you. I had to really evaluate my circle. And I was like, I don't want to act like I'm better than anybody, but at the same time, if you ain't about nothing but talking about other people and worrying about other folks' life and keeping tabs on their social media, we're not compatible. We're going in two different directions and we are unequally yoked because I don't care about other people's life. I wish them the best, but I can't spend my days worrying about who dealing with who told who what, and who looked like that person, who got a BBL. Baby, I don't care because I'm worried about Lisa Denae. That's who I'm monitoring. I ain't monitoring nobody else's social media. I don't care about nobody else's life. I hope y'all good out there. But trust and believe, I ain't putting no serious thought into what you doing. So when I had those type of people around me, I had to realize they're not for me. I need a different crowd of friends. I was like, this is not good for me. Hey, Kathy. Kathy is tuning. She says, this is good stuff. Great information to start out the new year. Thank you so much, Kathy, for tuning in. And thank you for your feedback. I appreciate that. You guys are in for a treat with Kathy Brooks, starting on Stunner Radio with the Kathy Brooks Show. It's going to be the January, the fourth Sunday in January at 7 p.m. You guys, you have to tune in. Go to stunnerradio.com, get all the information on the Kathy Brooks Show. Kathy is bringing you a show about transitions. I mean, and baby, we all be in some form of transition in our life all the time. Our life is not constantly the same. So please, you guys, tune in. Stay tuned for more information on the Kathy Brooks Show. She's got some great stuff coming up for you. So we were talking about manifesting your goals. I want to kind of recap some of the things that we talked about earlier in the show. If you're just tuning in, manifesting your goals is not hard. Trust me, you guys, we can all look up at the end of this year and have it all, everything that we desired. So first, know what you want specifically and why. Incorporate those goals into your daily routine. That's very important. Write it down, you guys. You got to write down what you want so that you can keep track of it and know what you want on a regular basis. Because believe it or not, what you want can change throughout the year. You realize, I don't even think I want that no more. So you have to really be about it, intentionally thinking about it and writing it down. Envision yourself with it already. Okay. Embrace all the feels. Okay, let me talk about that real quick for people who just tuning in. Embrace all the feels means that feeling you get when you have that thing, embrace that even before you get it, okay? I get excited just talking about the feels, y'all. Create a plan or a roadmap. Be open to change. Embrace change. Be open to it. Check in with yourself on a regular basis and measure your progress. Don't be ashamed if you're not making any progress. You just may have to change something somewhere here or there. And know that you are worthy. Know that you're worthy. A lot of people, I watch my Lottery Dream Home. Okay, I'm not being plugged. I hate to plug HGTV, but I love that channel. So many people, when they won, they were like, they said they were thinking, me? Really? Is this real? This can't be real. So how are you saying it can't be real when your goal was to win? You got to know that you're worthy of winning so that you can win. Quickly reset when you get off track. And then my last one was evaluate your circle. Know the people that are around you, baby. Because trust me, if you, I hate to categorize people, but if you're dealing with people who haven't had a win in their personal life in a long time, they're not reaching their goals. They are losing in constant state of loss and being unfulfilled. Excuse me. Those are not the people that you want to have around you. You want to have people that win around you, people that reach their goal. You need to ask some of your friends, did you reach your goals last year? What goal did you reach last year that you set for yourself? These are the conversations that we need to be having with each other. Like I said before, if you're sitting around gossiping, talking about somebody else's life, talking about what they said or didn't say, what they did or didn't do, how is that helping you? It's a distraction. And it's going to keep you from reaching your goals. So I want to encourage you all, when it comes to your associations, reevaluate your associations. I'm telling you, it's serious. And then I need to point this out because I've always been a person that's careful with the people I associate with, which means I was over careful though. So at some points I didn't have enough associations. And that's what I'm working on this year, is actually being more available to people, getting more out there, doing more network, adding meaningful connections to my circle, because I have goals that I want to reach. I want to be around people who have reached those same goals that I want to reach. Because believe it or not, we do rub off on each other. Oh my God, we do. We rub off on each other. Have you ever been around somebody and found yourself saying the stuff they say? And it wasn't your saying. It's their saying. And before you know it, you saying it on everything. It's like you using their language, you know, relating to people the way they do, because that's how we are. It's human nature. So evaluate your circle. Sometimes you need to know what's going on in the people that's closest to you. You need to know what's going on in their lives. If they are unorganized, they're all over the place, they don't know what they're doing with their life, they don't have no direction, do you know that's going to really hinder you? It hinders you, especially if you spend a lot of time with those people. I don't know about you, but I've been around people before that just being around them was draining. I felt tired just being around them. And I had to realize this person is not conducive to my growth. This relationship is not helping me grow. So I had to cut that off. Now let's be intentional about building new relationships with people that do help us grow, because those are the fruitful relationships that we all need. And don't be ashamed to talk about these things. Don't be ashamed to talk to your friends about these things, your friends, your family, your soulmate, your love, whoever it is that you're spending time with and you're being around. Don't be ashamed to talk about these things. Did they reach their goals? Are they concerned about their life? Are they just going with the flow of life? Do they have a plan? Now, this is very important. So I hope this is helping you guys. I really do, because this is what I feel about 2022. If you know my show, you know that I'm big on intuition, I'm big on energy, and I go a lot on what I feel in my spirit. And I'm telling you, for 2022, I feel in my spirit that it will be whatever you want it to be. And I know that sounds broad. You're like, okay, yeah, it's gonna be whatever I want it to be. No, but I'm so serious. If you want to hit that 6-figure mark, you're gonna hit it in 2022 if you're if you're intentional and you're consistent and you are realistically setting out to reach this goal. You are going to hit it, and then you're going to contact me and say, girl, I did it. You're right. I got that 6-figure mark. You can do it if you want it. This is a season for us, you guys. Doors are open for us if we choose to be bold and audacious enough to walk through them. Pick up that boldness. Get around somebody bold, baby, because boldness really do rub off on you. I know that for a fact. I love big, bold characters because their energy feeds my boldness, my energy. So be bold in 2022. Be bold in what you want. Be bold in going for it, because I'm telling you, in 2022, it is what you're going to make it. It's what you're going to make it. So if you want to be happy, start out happy. And I'm not one of those people that feel like fake it till you make it. I don't believe in faking nothing. Fake ain't good. I don't like fake. But I do believe in embrace it until you have it. Envision it. Put it in your mind's eye until you actually have it. And all you have to do is envision it. That is the whole point of manifesting. Something that is not there, becoming real. Embrace it, you guys. Envision it. Be specific. If you want to do a show, if you want to start your podcast, just envision yourself doing your podcast every day. Think about it. Oh, I'm going to have my show. I'm going to have my podcast. If you want to write your first book, envision going on your book tour. Envision people saying, hey, I loved your book. I read your book. You have to embrace it like it's already there. I'm telling you, in 2022, you're going to get what you want. You're going to get what you want this year. Put in the time, put in the work, be consistent, be intentional, and you are going to have it. We're going to check back in. I'm going to check back in with you guys on the 3-month mark. I'm going to check back on 6-month mark. We're going to walk this out together, because I have some very specific goals that I want for 2022. And I'm just going to go on and get spiritual with y'all real right quick. I know that I'm going to receive them. I have been talking to God about that. That's why I spend a lot of time on know that you're worthy, because that's the biggest thing that God has been showing me. You are worthy of it. Know that. Know that your life do not have to include struggle. Know that if you want the easy life, you want to be on easy street, you can. You can literally be on easy street. You can get all the money that you desire. You ain't got to do no crime. You ain't got to pull no caper, no scam. You ain't got to work endless hours to get it. It can come and flow easily into your life if you know that you're worthy of it. So I want to encourage you. especially those of you that may have that issue that I have of worthiness. I want to encourage you, embrace the worthiness, embrace the fact that you, yes, you're worthy of it. You deserve it. You deserve it. Embrace that, you guys. And tell me what you think. Tell me how it feels. Because think about the fact that just embracing the worthiness feels good. Just knowing that you're worthy of it. A lot of women, and I'm talking to my sisters right now, Black women, some of us have never been treated like a queen for real. We may have been treated good, but I'm talking about treated like a queen. You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about your every wish is their command. Everything that you ever thought about having or wanting or doing, they already giving it to you. Now, if that happened to you today, would you be okay with it? Would you know that you're worthy of it? Or would you be constantly trying to say, oh, no, I don't need that. Oh, don't do that for me. Oh, no, I don't need anything, girl. Let's stop there right now. Let's stop there right now. We're worthy. We're worthy of it. You are worthy of it. Embrace the fact that you're worthy, baby. Because when you embrace the fact that you're worthy, you're going to get it. You're going to get it. Know that you're worth it. Know that you're worth it. Because, see, for me, just thinking about the worthiness, it puts a big old smile on my face. Hey, CC, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, CC. And all the Royal Court Records family, Happy New Year. I'm telling you, you guys, when you know that you are worthy, it changes your mood, your whole body, the cells in your body change when you realize you're worthy. Some of us have been conditioned to work hard to get what we want. So if something come easy to us, we're looking at it sideways like, I don't know, that was too easy. I just decided that I wanted it and now I got it. So I don't know about this. This may not be the right thing. Girl, it's the right thing. Trust me. You're worthy of it. You're worth it. You deserve it. You deserve it. I want you to start telling yourself that every single day. I'm worthy. I'm worthy. Just knowing that you're worthy of all the good, it feels good. It's a better feeling. It's a better mood. Your mindset changes when you know you're worth it, when you know you're worthy of it. I know for me, I was so blessed when God dropped that into my spirit. Know that you deserve it. Know that you're worthy of it. Know that if you get a check today for $100,000 and it's legit, don't question it. Don't be like, oh God, who do I need to bless? Who do I need to give this to? Don't give it to nobody because it's yours. You're worthy of it. Don't try to offload it to make yourself feel better. Embrace it, girl. Get that money. Embrace it. It's yours. You're worthy of it. And if you are having difficulty with worthiness, holla at me. Shout at your girl. Let's talk. Let's walk this out together because I know that's my final block, baby. I know it is. You know, when you talk about money blocks, blessing blocks, that's my final block. It's my worthiness. Knowing that I'm worthy of it. Like I'm smiling just thinking about it because for so long, I felt like I was the giver. I'm the person that's supposed to be giving to everybody. So when it's time to receive, I feel a little thrown off by it. It's like when people do something nice, I'm like, okay, so now what can I do for them? Or what can I give them in return? Nothing. You're worthy of getting whatever it is without not giving it back. You're worthy of that. It was okay when you gave to somebody else. So why is it a problem for some people to give to you? I'm telling you guys, if you're struggling with that, get past that this year and your life gonna change. Trust me, your life gonna change once you know you're worthy of it and you deserve it. Once you know you deserve to not struggle. You deserve to have everything that you want without a fight, without a struggle, without a scam, without a bad thing attached to it. Sometimes we feel like, oh, something good done happened. Now something bad got to happen. No, I encourage you that you can get all the good. And it could be literally all good. All good. So when you are, hey, CC, she says, right. Thank you so much, CC, for your feedback. Listen, I want y'all to write in y'all journal this week, all good, all good, all good. Just keep writing it, all good, because what you can experience this year is all good. We all experienced some bad this year. I experienced death in my family. Quite a few. And a couple were very unexpected and kind of knocked me off my square because I was like, oof, man, I just thought I had time with this person. I'd already planned to go see them and now they're gone. So if it was a lot of bad this year. Hey, Kathy, she says, yes, I'm worthy. And yes, you are. So for me, with the bad that was mixed in this year, I found myself expecting more bad. And then I had to check myself because God was showing me all good, all good. You can have all good. You don't have to always be expecting a crying session, expecting something bad, expecting a tragedy. It's all good. So you guys, for 2022, we're going to embrace all good and don't feel bad about it. Sometimes we look at the world and we like, man, so many people don't have. For me, I had to learn how to release that guilt of having when somebody else don't have. Okay, baby, that's their path. That's their path. It don't got nothing to do with your path. Your path may be of abundance. You can't feel bad about the abundance because somebody else don't got it. That's their path. And it may not be your calling to give them some of your abundance. I'm just saying, don't shoot the messenger. It may not be your calling to make sure everybody lives in abundance because they got the same 24 hours you got. They can have access to the same God you got, have access to the same faith you got. If you live in abundance, it is okay. It is okay, you guys. So for 2022, I want you to embrace all good. It's all good. We're going forward with that. We're going to have all good. We're going to have favor. We're going to have the things we want. We're going to have healthy bodies, healthy minds, healthy spirit, and healthy soul. We're going to have healthy relationships, and it's going to be all good. You know, sometimes we feel like, man, if I find that when I find a love in my life, something bad going to happen to him. Girl, no, that's a lie from the pit of hell. We're going to have all good. I'm feeling really good in my spirit because as I'm sharing this, I'm just so excited because this is what God dropped into my spirit. Embrace the good, embrace all the good, embrace it because it's for you. This is your destiny. You're supposed to walk in abundance. You're supposed to walk in more than enough. You're supposed to have everything you ever desired and need because I put it in you already. I already gave you every idea you ever needed to be wealthy. I've already given it to you. So embrace it. Sometimes the reason why we don't have the things is because we don't think we deserve them. And we don't really embrace the fact that it's okay. It's okay that I can use my brain and not my body to make money. And I ain't talking about body as far as like sexually. I'm talking about hard work, struggle, hard, long work hours, being tired all the time. Baby, no. In this year, we're going to get easy. We're going to get the things that we want, and it's going to come to us easy. Believe it, receive it, embrace it. From here on out, we walking on easy street. Yes, we're walking on easy street. We ain't fighting every tooth and nail. We're not pulling teeth to get what we want. We've done that, been there. This is a new season for us. Please, you guys, embrace that. Embrace the fact that I deserve to live happy. I deserve to be in good health, and I deserve everybody around me to be happy for me and not hating on me. Sometimes we expect haters, so we draw haters. No, you know what I'm expecting in this new season? Supporters. I'm expecting supporters. I'm expecting people who love me. I'm expecting people who want to see me win. I'm not expecting haters. So if a hater if a hater shows up, I may not even recognize them or acknowledge them because I'm not expecting them. I may not even acknowledge them, so they're gonna hurry away. It's the people that love, that have a heart full of love. I'm expecting those people to show up in my life. I ain't expecting no scammers, no shysters, no cheaters, no liars. I ain't expecting none of that. I'm expecting the good. Like I said, it's all good. I'm expecting love in my life from everyone around me. I'm expecting people to be happy for me and to be, want me to win. They want me to win as bad as I do. That's what I'm expecting in 2022. So you guys, I want you to embrace the love, embrace the feels, embrace the fact that it's going to be all good. We are winners. We're winning in 2022. Those are some very important keys to manifesting your New Year goals. I hope you've enjoyed this broadcast. Thank you so much, you guys, for tuning in with me. It has been kind of difficult, excuse me, for me because I'm still in the recovery stage of COVID-19 and my chest is kind of tight. I'm having difficulty still catching my breath from time to time. So, your prayers are greatly appreciated. And we're going to get through this. I'm going to get through this just like any other thing. and I'm gonna be on top. This is my year for victorious. And when I tell you it's audacious victory, it is the audacity to be rich, the audacity to be wealthy and happy and good looking. Okay. All good. So this is a great year already, you guys. I'm excited. I hope you're excited too. Give me your feedback. Check us out at stunnerradio.com. I want to put in your hearing that we have a wonderful fashion show and fundraiser that's coming up on February 19th here in Houston, Texas. It's called the Body Love Revolution. It is a fashion show and fundraiser. We have a very special guest performer by the name of Naira. She's going to be performing. Myself, Lisa Denae, I'm going to be performing. We have some exciting guests for you. We are super excited. Go onto our website at stunnerradio.com for all the information. If you are not in Houston, Texas, you got plenty of time to get here. It's February 19th, you guys. I want to see your face in the place. Earlier that day, we're having a pop-up shop and vendor show, and we're doing a live broadcast of Black Coffee with a Side of Tea. So if you want to meet your girl, you want to sit and talk, chop it up with me and the ladies of Black Coffee with a Side of Tea, come out on February 19th to the Maple Room on Gessner Avenue here in Houston, Texas. So once again, thank you so much for tuning in with me tonight, for being here. Thank you if you're listening or watching the replay. I love you so much for your continued support of Stunner Radio and Lisa Denae Live. And remember, in 2022, baby, it's all good. I will see you next week. Until then, Happy New Year, you guys. Bye. Take care.